What Stacey Says, the weekly podcast.
Real lady, real life, real views. Uncensored, unfiltered, unmissable.
And here's your host, Stacey.
Hello everyone. It seems like ages ago since I've actually sat here and recorded an episode. How is everyone? Hope everyone is okay. I came on here to talk about something completely different, but I've literally changed my mind and I'm going to talk about mental health this episode. Reason being, these past couple of weeks for me, and I don't know if anyone else has kind of felt the same, I've really not felt myself. I don't know if it's because I have crammed so much into my special episodes that the emotion that I put into them and will continue to do so, it's sort of just gone and it's erupted and it's sort of like compressed me. Because I felt really, really kind of like low mood these past couple of weeks, and when somebody says to me why, and I can't explain as to why I feel like this, it's a hard one. It is a hard one. I've just felt just so fed up. Just so fed up. I can't even explain it. Like James says to me, what's wrong? I'm like, I couldn't even tell you. I just don't want to speak to anybody. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to interact with anyone. I don't even want to record. Even though I'd done a live last week, which was so good, it did go on for 2.5 hours, but it was good to obviously speak to my friend Kaylee and talk about her weight loss and get a plan together to tackle how I'm going to go down the route of my addiction special episode. So I'm going to do that in stages. But I was coming on here to talk about house prices and how ridiculous they are. But after how I felt today and for the past couple of weeks, I thought, no, I think I need to address this and talk about this, because obviously mental health is a very taboo subject, I think, and no one knows how to tackle it. And especially for men as well, it's like James has not been himself, and it's both of us not being ourselves has really affected us as a couple. Like, obviously he works and he doesn't get in till God knows what time during the week. I feel like we're strangers. We don't see each other. He comes home, he has a shit for an hour, as you all know, on his live, and then he has a shower and goes to bed, and by the time he's completed all of that, it's like 11:30, 12:15, and I'm asleep, and then I don't see him till the following time the next day. So it's really put a massive strain on us. The thing is with mental health as well, you've got to learn to not say learn, that's the wrong word, but you've got to communicate with whoever. If you're lucky enough to have a supportive partner like me, then you need to communicate with them and tell them how you're feeling, even if you don't know how you're feeling. Men, on the other hand, I know from like James, they struggle to express how they're feeling. I think it's like they feel less of a man if they say that they've got feelings, or they're feeling a bit down, or they're feeling like low or anything like that. And it shouldn't be like that. I would rather James fall over his words to tell me how he's feeling than not tell me at all, because it then results in him lashing out, and his temper is just fucking horrendous when he lashes out. Not at me, I don't think he's not fucking brave enough, but like he will just get so angry, and there's just like no reasoning with him. It's like, no, it's one way and that's it. And I say to him, what's bothering you? And he's like, oh, this at work, or we've had issues with his van and stuff like that for work, and it's just been hell. But it's like, well, then tell me that. And he's like, well, it's just this, isn't it? So it is very hard to sort of like communicate. And also, you don't want to be a burden to people. it's like my friends will message and go, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter, or don't worry, like, you've got your own life, you don't want me sitting there being negative or saying that I'm struggling or anything like that. But it's completely different for like mental health. I think I don't want to be negative all the time. That makes you more down and depressed. But it's just general life. I think I'm nearly 40 years old. I'm fucking 40 years old. And it's like I haven't got what I want in life yet. I know it's going to happen, and it's obviously taking a little bit slower for me. But that's obviously what's kind of like making me think, oh, fucking hell. But you just can't explain why you're feeling like this. It's like your emotions are just suppressed. It's that, and it's a full moon this week as well, on Friday, I think it is. And a full moon always affects my mood. Don't sleep, or I do sleep, but then I wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not howling at the moon yet, but I think I'm hairy like a werewolf, but I'm not kind of hailing at the moon or anything yet, so we're not quite there. But it does affect my mood, and it affects James's mood as well, even though we don't believe in all that stuff and whatever, but it does affect him. So I'm kind of like, is it that? I like to think it's that, because I don't like feeling like this. And I've been medicated with mental health, and it doesn't work for me, as you know in previous episodes. It makes me feel a hell of a lot worse. I know in a couple of days I'll probably snap out of this, but I really just wanted to touch on this and just say to people, don't dwell on things. Do talk about this. Talk to anybody that you're comfortable talking to, and just tell them, be open and honest, and say, I'm really struggling this week. I don't quite know why. I want to talk to somebody, but I don't quite know how to put it into words. That's me. And when I get in from work, it's like I just want to get in, I want to have a shower, and I just want to sit on my own, obviously till James comes in, and I don't want to talk to anyone. Or I will just sit on my phone, which is the worst, because seeing all the shit that you see on the internet at the moment as well, that's going on in the world, you just can't escape from your phone. It's all over the news, it's all over social media pages, it's everywhere and anything that is just shit about this country. And it just depresses me. It absolutely depresses me. It makes me worry for my children. It makes me worry for anything and everything what's going on. And that sort of like gets me down a bit, and I think, oh my God, like, what the hell? So that's how I just shut myself off. I really do shut myself off from the world. And not a lot of people understand depression and low mood. So when somebody kind of says to you, oh, well, then tell me what's going on. I'm like, I can't. And it pissed me off, because I think I can't explain what I'm feeling. I just know I'm feeling like this. I know I haven't been myself in a few weeks, but I can't explain as to why. Oh, well, you've got all of this in your life, and and why are you feeling like this? It doesn't matter what I've got in my life. People can have so much in their life and still feel like the loneliest person in the room. And I have said that today to James. Like, he said to me, like, what's wrong today? And I said, look, I feel like I'm on my own half the time because you're not fucking here. So, and he's like opened up to me a bit today and said, like, I feel like this, like, work stresses me out with the van. His job's fine, but it's just a case of like the whole situation with his work van is a fucking episode on its own. But he said that he's going to start feeling better. He gets a new van tomorrow, so hopefully after that it's fine. I nearly flashed you my boobs then. God, that would have cheered you all up. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today.
What Stacey says. Make sure to subscribe to get updates on new episodes.
Uncensored, unfiltered, unmissable.
with me, it's got to the point where I can't even meditate. And people say to me all the time, I'll go and meditate. Well, I can't, because I can't switch my fucking brain off, because my brain is sitting there doing all these kinds of things and thinking all sorts of things. And I'm very good at self-sabotaging. I self-sabotage everything. It's like stupid little things piss me off. Like yesterday, I went to the dentist and to inquire about bonding on my teeth. And I need finance for it, because there is no way that I've got $3,500 sitting around. And my credit history isn't brilliant. Hold my hands up to that. And I was unsuccessful. So that made me even more of a low mood, because I was like, that's one thing that I want done, is my teeth. So, and people might sit here and go, well, what's wrong with your teeth? You've got lovely teeth. I haven't. They're all they're straight, don't get me wrong, but they're all discoloured. There's a massive gap in them. They're chipped, and I'm missing one. And they've started moving since I had this tooth taken out. So that is like a self-conscious thing that I wanted to do. So that put me in a depressed kind of like, fucking hell, can't even get my teeth done. So I need to win the lottery. So that was kind of what put me in a low mood, and it has for a while. And it's just, me and James are obviously, this is the reason why I wanted to talk about house prices, and I will in my next episode, because I'm going to do this episode this week, and then I'm going to do another live, and then I'm going to do an episode just for August. I'm going to do one every other week, because I don't want to run out of things to say. Me and James are obviously saving for our own place, and it's so hard to get our own place. It's so expensive. So that, like, don't get me wrong, we live with my nan and it's lovely, but you just want your own front door. So that's another thing. Thinking, my God, I'm 40, I haven't got our own place. Like, but then in the next breath, I'm thinking, do we really want a mortgage wrapped around our necks? Do we want this? Do we want that? We want to live our life and whatever, but it's just, you're like that. You're like juggling your thoughts. I think another thing is, I've done these special episodes, and not saying that I haven't enjoyed them, because I have, and I've really, really got the audience that I wanted to get. But all my emotion that come out in them episodes has come to the top again. Not saying that I'm depressed over what happened, because I'm not. But it's all come out, and it's like, oh God, you've had to feel all of that again. And my body has just gone and shut down. Or my brain has. How I get up in the morning and go to work and tie my shoelaces is questionable. But I do it because I have to. So my message to you guys is, don't feel like you're on your own, because you're not. Talk to people. If you feel like you can't talk to people, then message me, because you know that I will talk to anyone about all of this. And don't feel like you are on your own. Don't feel like what you're going to say is stupid either, because I feel like that. I say out loud what's bothering me, and then I think, fucking hell, is that what's bothering me? There's worse things going on in people's lives, and I'm sitting there worrying about that. But you've got to talk about it, because it will get to the point where you will blow. You will end up saying something you regret, or you will end up doing something permanent that is only a temporary feeling, if you get what I mean. So that is what I'm going to leave you guys with this week. You know where my hair's falling out. Honestly, it's a nightmare. Look, I've only washed it as well, so I'm all frizzy and horrible. But I'm real. That's me. I won't be coming on. There might be rarities that you will see me with makeup on and whatever. Or maybe I should start making an effort, you know. That's another thing. When you feel like shit, You don't want to make an effort. You don't want to put your makeup on. You don't want to do your hair. You don't want to look nice. You just want to sit in the slums that you're in of your own bedding or PJs and just sit there and block the world out. There has been times this week where my alarm's gone off for work and I thought, I'm going to call in sick today and just lay in bed all day and just not talk to anyone, shut the world out, keep the curtains shut and not do anything for anyone. But unfortunately, I can't do that. I have to go to work, otherwise I won't get paid. And in some aspects, it is a release from what is going on in my brain. But then I've got to come home and all these feelings come back again. So I want to say to the people that feel like this, don't give up. Keep moving forward. It is only temporary. There are ways and means and people out there that can help you. You're not on your own. And even if it's the most smallest thing that you think, it isn't. Or the most stupidest thing, it's not. You can reach out to anyone, reach out to your friends, your family, anyone, me, and get it off your chest. Because if you don't, it will fester and you will end up worse than what you are. So that is my message to you today. Thank you for listening as always. I will be doing a live next Friday. So we'll be dropping this one and then I will do a live on Friday. Don't know what that's going to be. I might actually get you all to watch me pack my holiday suitcase. I'm not going away till September, but I have got a suitcase here that's full of all my clothes. So yeah, well, we'll go live next week and see what happens. Again, thank you all for all of your support, getting involved. Yeah, keep liking, sharing, commenting, giving me ideas, letting me know what you're thinking and feeling, and just get in touch if you feel like you haven't got anyone to talk to. I'm going to leave you there. Thank you so much. I love you all.
What Stacey Says. Make sure to subscribe to get updates on new episodes.
Uncensored, unfiltered, unmissable.